Okay, now I believe we may go to the next story, which is Russia's leading car maker UAZ finding its niche in Europe's market for recreational utility vehicles. Our correspondent Anna Parashkarova travelled to one of the company's production sites in Germany. She discovered just what makes the Russian model attractive for European consumers.
It's all about the price, at least for Walter Burke, who claims he's the first person in Germany to buy a Russian RUV. In the small German village of Langensen, where Walter bought the car, his choice is considered exotic, and he jokes about the reaction he received from others.
My family and friends were very surprised that I decided to go for a Russian model. They even asked me if I was a member of the Russian army.
But Walter's choice is not all that unusual once you look at the price tag. At about $18,500, a Russian UAZ is half the price of an average Jeep or Land Rover. Markus Nurske, a representative of SZVCC GmbH, the importer of the vehicle in Germany, says the model is worth every dollar. He is convinced that while Walter may be the first, he won't be the last German to buy a UAZ.
To think only about a low price, you will find maybe better vehicles from Malaysia or from India or somewhere else. What is interesting is the Russian market in the development, in how engineers are engineering cars, is not so far away from how cars are built in Germany, for example. So every engineer in Russia is knowing what is Euro 4, what is Euro 2.
Europe is currently using the Euro 4, a more environmentally friendly standard, while Russia is still barely at number 3. Catching up with Europe will lift the price of Russian vehicles for domestic consumers and increase production costs for the country's car makers. But it will also make Russian vehicles more competitive on the international market. Until then, however, Russian manufacturers will need the expertise of their European partners.
Many big Russian factories are still having the problems that they don't know what is the so-called export market. Because, of course, they know foreign cars, they know what is coming inside, but to get their products outside, many companies are not experienced well.
Key modifications for European sales include changes to the exhaust system, brakes and seat belts. Since launching the project in 2005, about 160 of the cars have been sold. SZ hopes to increase the number with an annual target of 750 in 2008.
Right now there are only 2 of these Russian RUVs. But by the end of the month, another 15 will be coming in. Once tuned up, they'll be ready to go to the market.
Russia's UAZ are primarily sold in the CIS. Meanwhile, Europe constitutes only a small segment of total sales. So seeing a UAZ on the road in Germany is still a rare sight. And as Walter says, it is rare enough to invite the curiosity of others. Anna Parashkarova, Russia Today, Langensen, Germany.